So there are some news stories that have started off 2019 that really haven't given me confidence in where we're going as a country. First of all, the Democrats have taken over the House officially. The new congressmen and women have been sworn in, and of course, one who is highlighted by the mainstream media is this woman that's a Muslim. It's going to be the first Muslim woman in Congress. Great. So, you got further infiltration by an ideology that is antithetical to Western culture. So that's great. Another story is that the new Democratic Congress now seeking impeachment for Trump. And also they're trying to get rid of the Electoral College. The Electoral College was implemented by the forefathers, the founding fathers, for a reason. They didn't want to give highly populated areas the majority of the power, the majority of the electoral power. I mean, this further pushes the narrative that Democrats and leftists, they don't care about rules, they don't care about structure, they don't care about playing fair, they just care about winning. And I mean, look at Saul Alinsky and his book Rules for Radicals. That's what his whole book is about. Ironically titled because they don't have any rules. They want to win. Damn the consequences. And these political moves are just the beginning. I mean, we haven't seen much politically from the Democrats for quite a while, at least significant, at least for the last 6 years. The last 4 years of Obama's presidency, I mean, he was a lame duck. He did practically nothing. And then the last 2 years have been marked by Trump's election. So really politically, Democrats have been silent. They haven't had a majority. They haven't had much power for the push of leftist Marxist principles in our government. With the recent fall in Dow Jones, our economy is weakening again. The quick heroin hit of Trump's tax cuts are finally wearing off. I mean, our economy is going to fail no matter what. We're bloated. We have no savings. And no matter what we do, no matter how much money we pump into the economy, no matter how low the Fed lowers the interest rates, our economy will have to crumble. Our economy will have to fail before we see any improvement. And so with the weakened economy comes the demonization of capitalism and the rise of leftism. And which makes me leery about 2020. Not a Trump guy at all, but he's far better than a lot of these leftists who will inevitably run. He might win 2020, but here on out, the further we go, the more baby boomers who die, I think the further we'll start electing socialists. And we'll probably have our first socialist president in the next 10 years, as depressing as that sounds. What the economy is going through, it's very complex. I mean, you have to go all the way back to 1913 when the Federal Reserve was born to really get the grasp of why the economy is failing right now. And none of these low information voters have the ability or capacity or desire to do that. So they'll listen to the first politician who demonizes capitalism and, simply say that it's the rich that are hoarding all the money. And it's stupid platitudes that are completely untrue, that show just how far the Democrats will go to buy votes. It's a scary time. If I were you, I'd be buying gold, silver, get my money out of the stock market, investing in other commodities. I'm not an investor at all. I'm not an expert. But I'd be getting your money out of the bank for the most part. Of course, I mean, you're gonna need the bank. You're gonna need the bank for your checking account and probably a little bit of savings. But I wouldn't keep a huge sum of money in there. I'd be trying to diversify, because once these banks start to go, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen to your money? Who knows what the government will do? The Great Depression was marked by large runs on banks, and that inevitably crashed the financial market. So they can't let that happen again. And having the money being mostly digital anymore, I mean, what stops the government from outlawing physical cash outright? And then how are you going to withdraw your money? You can't. There's nothing to withdraw. It's just a bunch of numbers. And at that point, with that sort of control, I mean, the government has you by the balls. So they can do whatever with the interest rates. They could lower it to negative interest rates, which will force you to pay the bank a fee to have your money in the bank. So yeah, a lot of disconcerting news in the first 15 or so days in 2019. Leave your comments below. Please leave a like, and I appreciate the support.